Welcome to Profiletraders. This is Reza and you're listening to my market analysis for Monday, June the 29th. Over the weekend, as you all heard, we had very important news that was indicating a possible default by Greece, and that its prime minister has actually initiated a referendum to vote on it. And the German chancellor got quite pissed off and pretty much rejected any kind of outcome coming out of this whole referendum deal, and pretty much they started to consider that possibility of a default was increasing drastically. As the news hit the wire, last night we opened with a very nasty gap down. And of course, as we always know, the invisible hand came in and gave the market an extraordinary bounce off the low, where we closed the overnight right around 2075. Then what everybody was expecting to happen did not happen, which is because of the bullishness that was visible in the overnight. Traders were thinking that on pullbacks, market would find support and then it would be saved by interested buyers. And they banked tremendously on the fact that euro recovered like a champ from its low. So you think about it, the most obvious trade was that today you were going to short euro and euro was going to get destroyed. The complete opposite happened. Euro rallied instead, and people were thinking that because of the save of the euro, market was going to respond to the bullishness we saw into the overnight, and the complete total opposite happened in the market, where it did not respond at all to any turnaround in euro. So why is it that we dropped so drastically? Obviously there is very legitimate concerns out there that if Greece defaults, this should possibly spiral into other countries and then possibly the corporations. So to understand this, imagine yourself you're invited in a big orgy. Let's say that Federal Reserve organized it. Everybody go there and everybody is like, oh my goodness, a good old orgy. But everybody is shy to pull their pants down. Then suddenly, one guy or gal puts their pants down, and the party starts. Everybody pull their pants down, and it's a good old orgy. So this is the same thing. Greece just pulled his pants down. Now the market is afraid who's going to be the next one to pull his pants down. And this can spiral just like that, because these are the nature of our crisis. When they do happen, they happen fast, they happen without warning, and they are most of the time extremely brutal as well. Therefore now ES is without any doubt nor question in a very bearish stand. We just closed with a gap down outside the main trend line. So this is officially a broken trend line break. There is a possibility that we are going to come up and retest the trend line, but no question nor doubt that this is a damaged chart now. Short-term support resistance is 2060, and then after that 2064 area. As long as we remain and consolidate below 2064 to 2060, we should see continuation down. If we are allowed to reject back above that level, most likely then we're going to come for a test of today's open 2075. But one must be extremely careful with this market. This was without any sign or without any doubt the first sign of serious trouble for the market, and the fact that we closed at the very low of the day, also a very negative event. Now as for crude, around 58 it is starting to become oversold, and especially that now that deal with Iran is approaching and there is no deal reached, if all of a sudden they're not allowed to anymore sell the 4 billion barrels a day that they are allowed to sell now, this will have a very nasty impact on the price of crude. And also, you all know that the situation in the region is very close to pretty much a catastrophic chaos. That also can cause uncertainty in the crude market. Therefore, I would start to become very careful on the short side right around these levels. For the upside, 59 is my first level of real resistance. If this is clear, there's two POCs up there, 59.60 and then 60.20. For gold, there is really not much that I can tell you, because even as last night it took off, the invisible hand came in and closed it at the very low, and then today was just a rotational in and out of the overnight range. Very hard to understand what is happening with this gold. So clearly in the very short term, this 1165 area is very important. My big time frame buy is between 1160 to 1140. And if we want to do upside work, well, show us that we can clear last night high and pierce through 1188 in order to go test the 1200 up there. That's it for today. Thank you for listening. This was Reza with Profiletraders. If you wish to get my courses and a year membership to my trading room, you can get it from my website for $550, 30 days money back guarantee. Have a great evening.